May I come in, sir?
Come,
Good afternoon, sir.
please sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Tushar, how are you feeling?
Sir, I'm feeling good.
Good?
Yes.
Okay, please tell us something about yourself.
Sir, my name is TUSHAR DOBHAL. I was born and brought up in Dehradun in Uttarakhand. After that, I moved to Meerut to complete my schooling. Post that, I joined Topper University to do my computer science engineering. And after that, I had worked for 6 months as an internship in JP Morgan Chase as a corporate analyst. My hobbies include analyzing stock market trends and cooking Pahadi cuisine.
Cooking Pahadi?
Pahadi cuisine.
Pahadi cuisine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. So, what made you go from Uttarakhand? People go to Doon, Vellum boys to study, and you went to Meerut. Why?
Sir, my father was posted in Meerut for quite a long amount of time, so we settled there eventually.
So, you have settled eventually in Meerut.
Yes, sir.
You are now particularly a Meerut guy.
You're right, sir.
All right. Okay, excellent. So, it's a UP.
Yes, sir.
Now you are a UPite.
Right, sir.
What do you understand by the UP is better known by its bulldozer governance? Is it legit?
So the bulldozer governance refers to bulldozing of the illegal construction sites or the illegal buildings that have been made in Uttar Pradesh. So, sir, I think it needs a case-to-case analysis. If it is within the ambit of law, and if the prior notice have been given to the people who are in the living there, so I think it is a step in the right direction. But sir, if there is a case where the due respect has not been given to the life of that person or the dignity, or if a prior notice has not been given, then it is a matter of concern, sir.
And is it not a matter of concern when somebody says, the Home Minister of the state says that if the criminals don't mend their ways, by the time they reach the next Choraha, Ram Naam Satya ho jayega. The Home Minister of UP, if he makes such statements, is it a lawful statement to make?
Sir, I think in the position that he is, he surely could have framed it in a more humble way. But the underlying message that is all about is that the law and the administration in the state is working towards eliminating of criminals.
Elimination of criminals. Okay. You went to Topper University.
Yes,
is it a university or an engineering college?
Sir, it is a university.
No, it is
Sir,
not.
it is a deemed to be university. Currently, it is a Topper Institute of Engineering and Technology.
Okay. Which was the most famous dhaba or restaurant for Topper students to go to?
Sir, now all the dhabas have modernized and there is Gopal's, which serves a variety of cuisine right from...
So what is famous, the most famous thing of Gopal's?
Sir, Gopal's, I would say Dahi Bhalla. Gopal's is very famous.
Dahi Bhalla?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. And Patiala, you went to Patiala. Patiala is famous for two things.
Yes, sir.
Which are those?
Sir, first is the Patiala Juti. And sir, another thing is related to the alcohol that is... Yes, sir.
So you mean to say that whosoever consumes Patiala peg will get a Patiala Jutti? No?
Sir, he may get.
Okay. All right.
He may get. Okay. Well, Tushar, you were associated with NGO working for visually impaired.
Yes, sir.
Le Chal Shoes.
Yes, sir.
What does it mean, Le Chal Shoes?
Sir, Lechal Shoes is a Hindi name, which is a startup which works for the motive of giving employment to the visually impaired.
Okay.
So, sir, it is a vibration-based shoe which works on the indoor positioning system technology within a building. So, if a visually impaired is working as a worker in a restaurant,
Fine.
then a vibration in the left shoe.
You are still associated with this?
No, sir. No, sir.
You were there for some time only.
Yes, sir. So, I pitched this event at a mock startup event. I pitched the startup.
Mock startup event.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, So you have connection with Uttarakhand,
Yes, sir.
and there is a national level institute for visually impaired in Dehradun. Can you name that institute?
Sir, it is the Indian Institute of Remote Sensing.
No. Visually impaired
Visually
person.
impaired.
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware. I'll have to read it.
Okay, don't worry. And so it's interesting you follow stock market trends. Fine. So what the fate of Paytm stock?
So Paytm stock has been consistently hitting the lower circuits for the past 4 days after the RBI circular.
Okay, what has happened. And you watch the trends. So what is the way forward for Paytm stock or those who have invested in Paytm? Those who have yet not checked out.
So those who are still invested in the Paytm stock, I think it is the time to wait and watch, and it is not the right time to give up the stocks as such, because Paytm has been in talks with other institutions, and it has already said that it will not wind up its business, but it will tie up with other banks such as federal banks to provide the existing services that it is providing to the customers. So sir, if I had the share, I would have a hold and wait and watch state for it.
Okay. Now compare it with Yes Bank. Yes Bank was shaved on the premises that it will destabilize financial ecosystem of our country if it goes down under. It was too big a bank to be allowed to go down under. Now Paytm is almost in the same shoes. And most of the Paytm users are entry level traders. Sabji wala, ande wala. Now if it is allowed to go down under, their license is cancelled, as the media is saying. Maybe in March, the license of Paytm Payment Bank will be cancelled. So how you compare the two? The stance of not the government, RBI.
Sir, I think the Paytm Payments Bank, RBI had already given it warnings about.
Same was the case of Yes Bank. The founder of Yes Bank is in judicial custody or has he got bail?
Sir, I'm not aware about the complete
Anyway.
situation.
So should the government save Paytm Payment Bank and punish Mr. Sharma for whatever wrongs he has done instead of pulling the shutter down of Paytm Payment Bank?
Sir, I definitely believe that the shutters will not go down on the Paytm as such, because it has a
I am not talking of Paytm. I am talking of Paytm Payment Bank.
Sir, I don't think that in the existing structures there are any safeguards for the Paytm banks. Although RBI can pitch in, or other companies can pitch in. For example, the Geo Financial Services is already in
Has shown
talks.
interest. Okay, please.
Okay, you are again continuing with the stock market. How do you judge a company whether it is an investable company or not? What are the things you have to see?
So there are various parameters for a company to be adjudged investable or not. So sir, talking about the financial metrics, there is the PE ratio or the price to earning ratio, which is also for the overall market and for the sectors as such. Then sir, the trading volumes have to be regularly seen for the stock that we are tracking, because low volumes and very volatility in price can make it a less investable venture. Third, sir, I would say is the overall ethical component of the company, because sir, nowadays the environment concerns have risen, and sir, if a company is doing good on the ethical parameters in its reportings and it is transparent to the investors, sir, it is a good company. And according to the risk appetite, fourthly, sir, according to the risk appetite, the small cap, mid cap, or blue chip companies can be invested in.
This ethical thing is not very popular in the other countries. We have that ESG norms and all. Here we don't have. We don't think of how much that pollution it is causing in our. We say whether about money can be doubled or not.
Right. So yes, sir. Definitely, it is not yet cashed up in India, but with the amount of investment we are getting from abroad, and with the sensitivity towards these issues rising, so sir, investment can be made in these stocks so to reap future benefits.
See, there is now new thing is evaluation of company, evaluating company on the basis of forward PE. How logical it is. Forward PE 26, 27 they now talk. And current PE is maybe about 100, maybe more than 100. So how good those companies are, and whether you will invest in such a company or not?
Sir, I would also look at other things about that company and the overall market sentiment about that sector or a particular company.
Okay. You are also interested in these startups and all. Yes. What is the pre-money and what is post-money round?
Sir, I am not completely aware. I'll have to read.
What are the bootstrap startups?
Sir, bootstrap startups like Zerodha, for example, it is a startup where other investors' money are not taken, and it is a fully self-funded startup.
Okay, you suppose you go to pitch your product, and suppose you are making this that slim tie, and you have started a company and you are asked to go for funding, raising the funding. How you will pitch the product?
Sir, first I will tell about the aesthetic value that the slim tie adds. So it looks very good, and the overall on the overall composition of the body.
But market share is not much.
Right, sir. Sir,
how to grow?
Sir, currently it is not much, but in future surely it can increase because of the overall corporatization also. So the demand of the tie will increase, and the slim tie will make a person stand apart from others. Okay. So, sir, I think.
Suppose you have to send money abroad, under which scheme of RBI you will send it?
Sir, it is a liberalized remittance scheme.
How much money you can send abroad in a year?
Sir, it is 2,50,000.
And for what specific purposes you can send the money?
Sir, I'm not totally aware about.
If you want to buy shares of Microsoft or Google, can you send money from here for buy shares?
Sir, I don't think so. It can be sent for investing in the stock market.
No, please read about it.
Oh, sir, I'll read about it.
Okay, just tell me what is the tax to GDP ratio of a country?
Sir, the tax to GDP ratio is about 11%, I guess. 11%. I'm not so sure, sir.
Okay, it's okay. 11% is okay. Fine, thank you.
Tushar, why did the revolt of 1857 start from Meerut?
Sir, there was a battalion stationed in Meerut, and the immediate cause was Meerut had a good population of Hindus and Muslims equally. So, sir, the Enfield rifles that were introduced in Meerut,
were the Enfield rifles the immediate cause of the revolt, or was it something to do with Mangal Pandey?
Sir, I would say both had to do with it, but sir, I'm not completely sure.
But Mangal Pandey happened far away in Barrackpur near Calcutta. How would it impact Meerut?
Sir, I'm not
sure. Dehradun. You obviously know what's a Doon, correct?
Yes, sir.
But differentiate between Tarai, Doon and Dwar.
Sir, a Doon region is a valley region between two hills. Sir, like Dehradun it is. The Tarai region is at the foothills of Himalayas, which is a very fertile region.
Which part of the Himalayas?
Sir, the lower part below the Shivalis.
No. Okay, and Dwars?
Sir, I'm not sure about Dwars.
All right. Now, as a student of sociology, two questions. First is, in sociology, the word cult sometimes has negative connotations, but the word sect normally does not have a negative connotation. Why is that so?
Sir, because sect has been derived from the religion itself. It is another branch of religion, but cult in itself has a negative connotation because it preaches a more extreme form.
Can a sect convert to a cult over time, and can a cult convert to a sect over time?
Sir, a sect, a particular part of sect can convert into a cult over time. But sir, for a cult to become a sect is theoretically not possible.
Why?
So because it should derive from a particular religion, it should have values of that religion, and so I don't.
Now, I'll give you one example of Satya Sai Baba. Was that a sect or a cult?
So it was a cult.
Why? What extreme ideology did Sai Baba teach?
Sir, cult does not necessarily teach extreme ideology, but it is for the spiritual and the overall well-being of the human.
Then why should it have a negative connotation?
So because many a times cults have been associated with mass suicide incidents, like in the United States.
That you're giving a very extreme example. That's a very extreme example, is it not?
Right, sir.
My last question. Temple entry in India, in many temples even today, people from the so-called lower caste are not allowed. Now, a large temple will need to be cleaned. It might have toilets for devotees. It might have an animal excretion, so many other things. Who will clean that? The Brahmin priests or somebody else?
So it would be people from the other communities only.
That's the question. That people from the lower caste will be allowed to clean up the place, but not to worship in it. Why?
So because if we consider the model of caste that was prevalent in earlier times, so a property of impurity is associated with the lower castes, which have.
So an impure person is coming and cleaning the temple. Does that not make the temple impure?
So the theory behind what is given is that an impure person is coming to clean an impure space, which is not the right notion, sir.
Which?
This is not the right notion, sir, I think.
Did you get my question at all or no?
Sorry, sir.
Tushar, you were working in JP Morgan Chase. And here the Chase is different. We have Gyan, Garib, Youth, Annadata, and Nari. The stock market analysis will not work here. What kind of administration you will do from your experience from JP Morgan Chase as an administrator?
Sir, as
Let us talk about Chamoli district in Uttarakhand.
Sir, as an administrator, I would take an all-inclusive and a holistic approach that I used to take in JP Morgan Chase by consulting firstly about a particular scheme, all the members of the community, like women, all the people.
Let us talk about Chamoli district profile. How will you see the profile of the Chamoli?
Sir, I would see it as a mainly agriculture.
Use computer engineering. Get into computer science, digital technology.
Yes, sir. So,
I will give you an idea. Big data analytics you use there. How do you find out the social system in Chamoli district? You have studied Talcott-Parsons functionalism. You have studied structural functionalism. Emily Durkheim, Marx. What is applicable? How you will study the social system for a better administration, better governance. All inclusive. Yes. Yeah, please.
So firstly, I would, in the Chamoli district, I would see the various social profiles and see if the collective conscience is present in the society, or sir,
What is collective conscience?
Sir, where the particular people around the area have a common goal in mind.
There is no common goal. India is a society which has so much fragmentation. Rich, poor, caste, communal divides. It is a fragmented society. How there will be consciousness?
Sir, I think sir, it is a fragmented society. But sir, if there is collective consciousness, then surely we can do wonders.
But let us assume there is no collective consciousness. You have to. I am asking basically how you will apply your computer science, your stock analysis, that is very rational kind of science, to basic administration of poor, garib, youth, annadada, farmer, and in Chamoli district. That is all. It's a very simple question.
So through via satellites or via various instruments, I would measure the.
You think over,
advocacy.
you think over. Okay.
Right.
All the best.
Okay. So, Tushar, we are finished with your formal interaction or this. How would you assess yourself today?
Sir, not very good. I guess.
Why?
Sir, I have to read some things about sociology, and I have to be very clear with that.
Mm-hmm.
And apart from that, I have to brush up on my stock market knowledge also. But mainly, sir, I think a deeper understanding from the sociological part is lacking.
Okay. When is your interview?
So it's on 1st of March.
1st of March, so you have some time. And don't you feel that you are below average? Don't underrate yourself. You are good. Okay? That's one thing that you must remember. You are presentable. Maybe your tie could be
Right, sir.
shorter in length,
Right.
touching just the belt, right? And you are sitting in a fixed position. Do you always sit like that?
No, sir. I have,
How would you sit if you were in JP Morgan?
sir, from work from home, I would sit like this.
Hands fixed?
No, sir, not fixed at all times. But, sir, I have
Then how
got-
would you sit in a chair with hands?
Sir, maybe like this. Or
Then sit like this. Don't follow YouTube channels telling you to keep your hands like this.
right.
Sit normally.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sit normally. You are looking so much better and relaxed. You can use your hands to make an expression.
Right.
Okay, you can use the hands. You were very expressive. Your face was mobile. Everything, right? But towards the end, there was a gradual decline. You felt that you were not able to answer the questions, so your demeanor fell. It should not happen. In any interview, there will be occasions when you are not able to answer one or two questions, or maybe one or two questions to your satisfaction also. Let it not affect you. You need to take a fresh guard for every next question. Okay? Whatever you have done is past. And we also understand that a candidate may not be able to answer every question. So no marks are deducted for that. What we are looking at during this interaction is how transparent, how honest you are, how reasonable you are, how good a communicator you are. Do you process the information, then talk, or you just blurt out? You do none of those things. You are very good. Okay, you are very good. But let it not affect you. Now you said the sociological issue, he asked you a ticklish question. The temple, there now people are not allowed. And then who will do the cleaning? Then you said the other communities will do the cleaning. You mentioned it.
Right, sir.
Right, then you felt कि नहीं मैंने गलत बोल दिया है. And I could see that after that you could not answer any of question. Your mind closed.
Yes, sir.
Don't let it happen. Let it affect you. That's why I say that when a question is posed, think over it. Don't answer immediately. Think, process the question, then put your thoughts in order and then respond. Right? So one wrong answer is not going to affect your scores. Okay? So any questions you have?
So like before, when I think over an answer, so I take permission.
No.
time to.
If you're taking a bit longer, then maybe yes, otherwise no.
You know, if there is a question where you think it will take you more than a couple of seconds, then you ask. Otherwise, mind is such a beautiful thing. You ask a question, this pause is enough to put everything in order, right? So if you think you will need, like his question, if you wanted to say, can I think for a moment? You could do that. Okay? So, but not for everything.
Right, sir. Got it.
Anything else you want to know?
And sir, about sociology. So sir, like in many of the answers, should I include the sociological terminology?
No, not really.
You know, if it comes naturally to you
Okay, sir.
that you have to use it, do it, but not कि अपना ज्ञान दिखाने के लिए नहीं, है ना, impress करने के लिए नहीं. But if you are able to analyze it sociologically, put it across in simple language, you have done your job. Right?
And anybody who knows sociology will know that you are unnecessarily putting words. So avoid.
That will be immediately known. What else?
Sir, that's all.
You are very good.
Very good, no doubt.
Okay? Go to your interview with that confidence.
Go with full
and
confidence.
Be natural. बिल्कुल सहज भाव से करके आओ. All right? Okay.
All the
All the
best.
best to you.
Keep your confidence high.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
All the best.
दो और हो जाएंगे. दो हो रहे हो. दो कर.